Coming up on This Week in Torrance.
If you're a local business owner looking to reduce your carbon footprint, look no more. We'll tell you why.
Then local first responders worked quickly using new rescue equipment during a simulation.
Plus, an international dessert brand is now baking its treats right here in Torrance.
And volunteers continue to give back at various service campaigns across the city this month. We'll tell you more about Torrance Serves and how you can join in too. These stories and much more just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Jin Chun. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are your top stories.
If you are a business owner in Torrance looking to reduce your company's carbon footprint, you can participate in a unique program. The City of Torrance partnered with the South Bay Cities Council of Governments to help assess and implement the Green Business Certification Program. Officials received a grant from the California Green Businesses Network, which provides a certification program to help businesses become more environmentally sustainable and responsible. The application process is now open and recognizes businesses that have implemented best management practices that address energy efficiency, waste reduction, water conservation, and a number of other green efforts that will help your business save money in the long run. The California Green Business Network is made up of more than 4,000 businesses in Torrance and across the state that are taking steps towards sustainability. According to a recent survey of California green businesses, 42% reported an increase in business since receiving their recognition. City officials are hoping to get more small and mid-sized companies involved. Now, to apply or to find out more information, email Martha at southbaycities.org.
Torrance firefighters sharpened their life-saving skills while using the latest rescue technology.
Up.
16 firefighters from the Torrance Fire Department's urban search and rescue team worked swiftly to lift a school bus off the car. Thankfully, this was just a simulation. It trains firefighters on the latest in extrication technology. Torrance Fire partnered with Van Lingen to use their tow yard to demonstrate the new equipment. They also practiced air and hydraulic lifting techniques. Officials say with the city growing rapidly, an increase in workload is expected, and they want to make sure they are fully prepared.
One of our big challenges is to be able to get you out from underneath your entrapment in what we call the golden hour. And what we want to do is free you from the wreckage, get you to a hospital, and get you evaluated in that hospital setting within an hour or less. And so we're looking at the tools and equipment for that and how to expedite that.
The technical rescue training is hosted once a year. Extrication is considered one of the most important life-saving operations. The new technology is more lightweight, quicker to use, and stronger. The training is also part of the fire department's accreditation process. Recently, the Torrance Fire Department completed a review for the Center for Public Safety Excellence as part of an accreditation process. Once approved, it could make Torrance the 73rd department in the United States to receive this accolade and only the 5th in California to hold the distinction of having an ISO Class 1 rating.
Torrance Beach will soon be home to a one-of-a-kind emergency system. Los Angeles County has plans to test and install a beach emergency evacuation light system. According to officials, it is the only system of its kind in the world, and Torrance Beach was chosen as an ideal deployment site. It includes white strobe lights that can alert the hearing impaired or even people who are deaf during an emergency situation. The lights are expected to be installed at lifeguard buildings or beach bathrooms. Los Angeles County will be in charge of funding, operation, and maintenance. There are plans for the operation to be brought to a future Torrance City Council meeting.
The city is looking for your feedback to improve the future of Torrance. City staff is updating its strategic plan, which is a proactive statement of community goals for the future. The city will start randomly contacting residents beginning January 24th and ask them to participate in a survey. An independent public opinion research company was hired to get feedback on key issues facing Torrance. Residents will either be asked to take a survey online or over the phone. If you are asked to fill out the survey, now please do not share the link with others, as it is designed to work only once. Now your response responses will help provide the basis for the review and renewal of the city's strategic plan. It will also provide specific information about what issues are most important to residents, what services are valued, and how well the city is doing to meet their needs. The strategic plan covers a 10-year period. Now, if you have any questions or would like more information, you can contact the Community Development Department at 310-618-2550.
More businesses are coming to Torrance. The Community Services Department reports Hobby Lobby recently filed for tenant improvements at the former Toys R Us space on Hawthorne Boulevard. The Palos Verdes Bowls site also filed for new tenants, including Aldi, a discount supermarket chain with more than 10,000 stores in 20 countries. You can also expect a new Chick-fil-A and a bank to move into the corner of Crenshaw and Amsler. A large road improvement project to make your drive smoother is now underway. Tree removals are scheduled as part of the Slurry Seal project during the week of January 28th. Crews will be out at Portola Avenue between Torrance Boulevard and El Dorado Street. Then they will move to other areas of Torrance, including Palos Verdes Boulevard. Every year, the city Slurry seals roads to provide preservation treatment to asphalt paved roadways. An average of 3 million square feet of residential streets are slurry sealed each year. The process involves a liquid mixture of asphalt and sand that is applied to the surface of roadways. It not only enhances appearance in neighborhoods, but also maintains and protects roadways. We will keep you updated on upcoming road closures.
Soon, dancers will take center stage at the James Armstrong Theater, all for some good causes. The 8th annual Dancing with the South Bay Stars is almost here, taking place on February 23rd. This event features professional dancers paired with community members. Now, our very own host and producer for Faces of Torrance, Jesse Pierre, is participating. And as the dancers continue to practice their routines, you can go online and vote for your favorites. Each pair is supporting a nonprofit organization. The event is hosted by the Torrance Cultural Arts Foundation. Ticket prices range from $35 to $65. To vote, go to torrancearts.org.
Go, Jesse.
I know, we got to root for her.
Well, stick around. When we come back, we'll tell you how community members participated in a campaign to give back.
Plus, the local high school commemorates a special day by sharing the diversity of their campus. We'll take you there.
Volunteers from the Torrance community gathered at the Madrone Marsh Preserve and Nature Center as part of the city's month-long community service campaign. Torrance CitiCABLE reporter Michael Patterson was at the marsh and has information on what volunteers are doing to keep the preserve thriving.
Pulling weeds and filling holes were just some of the jobs that volunteers were tasked with at Saturday's Madrone Marsh Preserve and Nature Center cleanup.
On behalf of the staff, we really thank you guys for being here today.
The event was one of 3 community service projects that took place recently as part of the Torrance Serves campaign, a month-long effort by the Torrance City Council to promote volunteerism in the community, which coincided with Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service.
Madrone is an incredibly special place in the city of Torrance.
For Melissa Lobel, the manager and naturalist of the Madrone Marsh, volunteers are a crucial component to the longevity of the marsh.
Volunteers are incredibly so valuable for us. We literally could not manage the preserve without them, so it's a special place to be able to provide that opportunity, but we also benefit greatly from that to be able to continue to manage the preserve.
According to Lobel, the Marsh hosts over 5,000 volunteers in a single year, many of which come from local schools and service groups.
We're going to be using these tools. Can everybody see the tools?
One of those people is Jonathan Nakai, who volunteered at the Marsh for 3 years and is now the community services leader.
When I found out that this was one of the last wetlands in California, I thought, ooh, this is really cool. I want to work here. So I actually came here almost every day, volunteering about 5 hours a day.
With more than 60 volunteers who participated, each helping hand is one step closer to the city trying to reach its goal of 100,000 hours in 2019.
Go ahead and grab a bucket.
Nakai appreciates these service opportunities because he hopes it can inspire other people to continue helping the Marsh like it did for him.
A lot of these are actually probably school kids who need to do community service for school credit, but it gives them an opportunity to actually come out here to really look at the nature, and hopefully they'll become inspired to continue to want to work here. Maybe some of them might go into jobs like for environmental science, and maybe help us later on in life.
With recent rainfall, the Marsh is on track to have a successful bird breeding season. Lobel is hopeful that it will drive more visitors and volunteers to the Marsh.
I've been blown away by the amount of people that come here on a daily basis and monthly basis. It's really the core for South Bay, not just Torrance, but South Bay. So it's really important that we protect it and provide that opportunity for people to come and learn about it.
For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Michael Patterson.
Thanks, Michael. To learn more about the Marsh and to find future community service events, you can visit the Madrone Marsh Preserve and Nature Center's Facebook page.
Well, not too far from the Madrone Marsh, volunteers also pledged to give back at the Torrance Certified Farmers Market. As part of the Torrance Serves campaign, many regular volunteers at the market were happy to put their hours towards a bigger movement. The month-long campaign, aligned with Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service, hopes to honor service leaders in the present and past to empower the community to bring volunteers together for service projects. As part of the campaign, volunteers not only put in time to give back, but also performed a random act of kindness. At the market, people showed their participation by passing on the "You Got Served" postcard to encourage an organization or person to also participate. One volunteer took part in helping with the Food Forward organization.
Today we are collecting produce, fruits, vegetables, and bread products, and we box them up and they go to a couple of our local charities.
I like volunteering for the city that I live in. I think it has a lot to offer the public. This is a great venue for folks that want to see farmers markets, and they have food on the other end, so you just can't beat this place. It's awesome.
And across town, other volunteers headed over to Torrance Beach to do their part in giving back. In partnership with Heal the Bay, people came out and took steps to clean Torrance Beach. Heal the Bay Beach Captain Mary Martinez says the nonprofit organization has many goals in 2019, including banning single-use plastics and keeping the LA waterways clean. The service day happens the third Saturday every month throughout Los Angeles County. Officials say this type of cleanup is essential because volunteers are finding an increase in tinier trash pieces and e-waste.
It feels great. So I think for the most part, people come to the beach from inland communities because they want to enjoy the beach and help give back a little bit. But what I think that they discover is that we're having a big pandemic of this plastic issue that starts inland. And so I think being able to share with them that they can make an impact, not just at the beach, but in their backyards. If they live, 5, 6, 7 miles inland, that's actually the first defense of trying to stop pollutants from coming to our oceans.
Heal the Bay hosts 735 cleanups a year. The Torrance Serves campaign was spearheaded by Councilman Milton S. Herring. Torrance Serves continues through the end of January, so you still have time to pledge your hours. Head to torranceca.gov.
A company dedicated to making sure you have the right DJ or MC for any event is now in Torrance.
1, 2, 3.
Vox DJs celebrated its new location here in Torrance. The company has been around for more than 20 years. It prides itself in searching and recruiting top talent across Southern California. They also train for professional DJ, MC, event, and live experience. Vox DJs works with every musical taste, MC style, or anything you're looking for to entertain at an upcoming event. Staff also specializes in photo booths and lighting. The company moved to Torrance from Manhattan Beach looking for more space. They've hired for weddings, private corporate events, and birthday parties. They officially moved back in May of 2018.
A global dessert chain known for bringing a unique version of cheesecake is open now at the Del Amo Fashion Center. On the second level near Din Tai Fung, Uncle Tetsu's Japanese cheesecake is offering a lighter and fluffier alternative. Famous for its signature Japanese cheesecake that is a 7-inch treat hand-baked with cheese flavor and a soft souffle-like texture, they also have coffee-flavored Japanese cheesecake, cheesecake biscotti, mandolines, and ooey-gooey cookies. Oh, that sounds delicious. For the full menu, go to uncletetsu-us.com.
A 2019 Honda model makes it on a car magazine's top list. Honda Ridgeline is named the best mid-size pickup truck by Car and Driver magazine as part of its 10 best list. Winners were chosen based on value, mission fulfillment, and fun to drive. Car and Driver magazine chooses winners in 10 categories, including various sizes in SUVs, pickup trucks, and vans. According to the magazine, Ridgeline offers, quote, spectacular flexibility and clever features. The model also excelled in its tests for ride and handling, safety features, technology, comfort, practicality, and fuel efficiency. Honda's North American headquarters is located in Torrance. Honda vehicles are sold at more than 1,000 independent United States Honda dealers.
Local high school students learned how to apply what they are learning in the classroom to the real world. Students from North High School put on their thinking caps and became farmers as they played the biofuel game. The assignment was to create a successful farm and use all they have learned in their honors biology class. The goal was for them to learn what it takes to be a farmer and make enough profit while being eco-friendly. During the process, students moved through seasons, managed their farms, and responded to unexpected events. The game gave them a real-world example of how biology is used in farm life.
This project teaches them, of course, teamwork, critical thinking, just looking at photosynthesis, respiration from a real-world perspective and how it affects everybody.
It's really hard at first because, of course, we had to learn about all the crops, how to manage them, pesticides and whatnot. But it was a really good experience.
It was one of the most fun projects that we've had in this class because Miss Burris lets us pick groups and who we want to work with, and so obviously I picked my friends, and yeah, it was really fun just hanging out with everyone and learning.
I learned there are a lot of factors to being a farmer. It's not like the basic thing, oh, you need tools and you need crops. You need to know your information, what type of crops, how much money. I learned a lot. There's more to than just being a farmer.
Players learned economic and environmental trade-offs associated with growing different bioenergy crops, while also touching on a range of environmental issues farmers may face, such as climate change, water quality, and sustainable agriculture. Mr. Moore, another honors biology teacher, also taught the students the game. The project came at a perfect time as students prepped for their final exams.
And other local high school students came together and showed what it means to unite as one. And other local high school students came together and showed what it means to unite as one. Torrance High School hosted its 29th annual Hands Across Campus Assembly. Students from various cultural groups came together under one roof to celebrate and honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his dream. Various cultural clubs on campus performed. Students were also chosen to read out loud King's famous I Have a Dream speech, which was given in Washington, D.C. in 1963. Superintendent George Mannon said Dr. King would have been proud of the diversity embraced at Torrance High School.
I was telling one of the board members that this assembly really is a highlight for me each year. It is one of the most inspiring things that we do and only at Torrance High School.
For me, it means a lot to me simply because nowadays things are getting a little bit chaotic. People are not trusting one another, but today this shows that we can still be a whole again. So, and it shows what Martin Luther King sacrificed. And I hope by doing this, it shows that we still have hope in each other.
This is an opportunity for our kids to get together and bond. I mean, you got to see all the culture clubs. The amount of time that they put in to prepare for this just really, really warms my heart, and that's why we have to keep this going.
Patterson says he hopes this assembly is a reminder to students about what the holiday is all about and what it took to be where we are today. The Black Culture Club continues to put this event on every year, the Friday before MLK Day. There are 8 culture clubs that are active on campus.
Still ahead, upcoming events you won't want to miss.
We'll be back in just a minute.
Welcome back, everybody. Here's some upcoming events. You can still purchase tickets for the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce Women's Leadership Luncheon. It will take place on January 31st from 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Sunrider International. For tickets, head to torrancechamber.com. Then you can drop by Cosmic Brewery and get a professional snap of your furry four-legged friends. They are hosting a Valentine's pet portrait from 1 to 4 p.m. $35 includes a matted 8x10 photo and digital prints. The proceeds will benefit K911 Rescue. And before we go, let's check in with Leslie Robbins on the Sports Desk.
Hi, Leslie. What do you have for us?
Hey, Jin and Ben, coming up on the Sports Desk, it was a week of rivalry games not to be missed. An El Camino football star commits, plus a very special local athlete lands on another epic list. Be sure to watch every day at 4 and 9:30. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much, Leslie. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Jin Chun. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.